Hello, wonderful people. Tazaya the director, and it's almost 2 a.m., which you know what that means. I can't sleep. So, let's do a Hunger Games video. I promised myself I would do one before Christmas, and that didn't happen. So, my new goal was before New Year's. And technically, since it's the 26th, I made good on my promise. So, if Houdini would be so kind. No. You're the one that introduces the tributes. I'm the one who actually initiates the Hunger Games. That's right, I forgot, sorry. Anyway, okay, so we got Mogar Skull Crusher and not sure how to pronounce that. I'm the one that wrote it. And District 1. District 2 has Willow Wartnose and Belinda Bloodless, and if you're wondering who these people are, they're basically my Dungeons and Dames character, which is an anime I came up with that's based on D&D, and it's like magical girls, but instead of turning into prettier versions of themselves, they actually turn uglier, except for one, because she's the fan service one. So anyway, we got Willow Wartnose and Belinda Bloodless in District 2. Herbatha Finfine and Ava Maria in District 3. District 4 has Sarah Yulina and Lady Stormbeard. District 5 has Mitch and Corbana, who is the DM, who's actually a goddess in disguise, because there's some sort of evil force and she needs younglings to defeat it, young heroes, and she basically finds them in this group of D&D players and who harmonize the best. And yeah, that's the first group A, but there's also group B and group C, but she's in all of them, but like she can play also. Anyway, in District 6, Archibald Abbott and Ambrose Beaumont. Okay. District 10, Mocha Shadowheart and Amos MacDonald. Mary Jane Potter in District 11, along with Fabio Black Lupin. And our last but not least district, Fire Genasi, aka Ember, and Elizabeth the Skeleton II, aka Squeaky. Alright. And Houdini, do your thing. Let the Hunger Games begin. And of course Sasha gets to read the feast. Okay. Mary Jane and Spike the Kid both run away from the cornucopia. Sarah Yulina grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Ember runs away from the cornucopia. Ambrose runs away from the cornucopia. Belinda grabs a jar of fishing bait while Archibald gets fishing gear. Bruh, who's Brother Tucker, grabs a sword. A sword! Will, who's Willow Wartnose, runs away from the cornucopia. The reason I called her Will was because in Buffy, there's this character named Willow. That's also why I named her Willow. And, sometimes they call her Will, so yeah, I called this one Will. Anyway, Mocha Shadowheart is unable to convince Amos not to kill her. Amos, dude, what are you doing? You're a peaceful farmer dude. Well, I guess it's the Hunger Games, which turns any peaceful farmer dude into a natural-born killer or something. Amadeus grabs a backpack and retreats. Hiroyoshi runs away with a lighter and some rope. Gurr, who's Grog, kind of sounds like a Tim Curry impression. The spice! Anyway, Gurr runs away from the cornucopia, and so does Mitch. I do? Yeah, but your character that I named after you. Oh. Mo, who I think is, Actually, I don't remember who Mo is, but I'm pretty sure it's a girl. Like, her name was really long, and I just decided to call her Mo. hang on. You know what? I'm probably not gonna remember. Stormbeard, who is of course Lady Stormbeard, runs away from the cornucopia. Tweety, who is Ludwig Skyclaw, runs away with a lighter and some rope. Fabio runs away from the cornucopia. Corbana grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Squeaky gets fishing gear. Ave Maria takes a spear from inside the cornucopia, and Herbatha steps off her podium too soon and blows up. Well, heck. I mean, what next? So that's 2 deaths so far. And we aren't even done with the first day yet. That's right. So, bruh steals from Gur while she isn't looking. Hiroyoshi sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Amadeus discovers a cave. Belind collects fruit from a tree. Mitch throws a knife in to spike the kid's chest. What?
What? My child? He killed my child?
Yes, Hootie, I'm afraid so.
Oh no, my child.
I know.
And also his child, kind of, because we all raised her as our own, and, then she was my child, and now we're both in the wild. Hey, that rhymed.
Yeah. So anyway, Tweety searches for firewood. Squeaky collects fruit from a tree. Then Belinda do that. Mo searches for firewood. Oh, Mogar. That's who that is. I finally remembered. Ember kills Mary Jane with her own weapon. I don't remember Mary Jane getting her own weapon. Oh well, she's dead now. Archibald receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sombrero steals from Ave Maria while she isn't looking. Serulina goes hunting. Fabio receives a hatchet from Mr. Beast. Ambrose chases Stormbeard. Amos questions his sanity. You should. You just killed a person. Corbana fishes and Will picks flowers. Aw, that's nice. Alright, a monstrous hurricane wreaks havoc on the arena. So that must mean the game makers were bored already. Alright, Sasha, you want to read this?
Of course I want to read it. Sombrero and Mitch survives. Will is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. Corbana and Tweety survive. Hiroyoshi tries to save Ave Maria from being sucked into the hurricane, only to be sucked in as well.
Well, he lived up to his name. He's a hero.
Yeah.
And Serulina does the same with Belind, but they both get sucked in. Ember survives. Gur is sucked into the hurricane. Amos survives.
Squeaky is incapacitated by flying debris and dies.
Bruh, Fabio, Mo, Archibald, Ambrose, Stormbeard, and Amadeus all survive. So how many deaths is that? 11? So that's like half the population already. Jeez. Mocha, Shadowheart, Herbatha, Spike the Kid, Mary Jane, Will, Hiroyoshi, Ave Maria, Serulina, Belind, Gur, and Squeaky.
Okay, so we proceeded while the thing was paused. Sorry. So, Corbana and Sombrero huddle for warmth. Tweety, Archibald, Ambrose, and Stormbeard, and Amadeus sleep in shifts. Fabio kills Ember as she tries to run. Mo tries to treat her infection. Amos sees a fire but stays hidden. Mitch and Bruh talk about the tribute still alive, which isn't much. I think that's 13? I don't know, I'm not good at math.
No, you're right, Dio, because, if it were 12, it would be 12. So there's one more, so that's 13.
Whoa, I did a math.
Yeah, good job, Dio.
Thank you, Corbana.
Yeah. Guess that's my goddess's name now. Fabio attacks Mo, but she manages to escape. Phew. Archibald stalks Tweety. Amos and Amadeus work together for the day. Good, because they're actually on the same team. Bruh stalks Mitch. Corbana makes a wooden spear. Sombrero, Stormbeard, and Ambrose hunt for other tributes. Proceed. My turn again. Not yet. I have to announce the one death. So now there's 12 left? Yes, as of now, there are 12 tributes left. So half of them are gone. What is Thanos taking over or something? I don't know. Yeah, we got Ember from District 12. From our last, but certainly not least district. Yes, quite. Everyone's status? Yep. Only one person from or two people from the career districts, which is Mogar, aka Mo, and Lady Stormbeard, aka Stormbeard. Alright, so Mitch had 1 kill, Fabio has 1 kill, Amos has a kill, Fire Genasi, who's also known as Ember, had 1 kill, but she's dead now. Yeah, so, yep. Okay. Embryo screams for help. Fabio pushes Stormbeard off a cliff during a knife fight. Amos climbs a tree to rest. Tweety is awoken by nightmares. Amadeus tries to sing himself to sleep, which is ironic because he's actually a bard. Sombrero cries himself to sleep. Mitch screams for help. Mo kills Archibald while he's sleeping. Oh. Finally, Skull Crusher lived up to her name. Corbana quietly hums and Bra is awoken by nightmares. Huh. Okie dokie then. Fabio thinks about home. Bra fishes. Corbana hears Amadeus and Mitch talking in the distance. Sombrero and Tweety split up to search for resources. Mo explores the arena and Ambrose runs away from Amos. Okay, so the only 2 dead as of now are Stormbeard and Archibald. Okay, it's my turn again. Amadeus and Tweety, who are actually father and son, spoiler, run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Hey, you're my son, I can't kill you. Yeah, you're my dad, I don't want to kill you. But the thing is, in the anime, they don't actually know they're related. All that, Tweety, aka Ludwig, knows is that his father named him after a famous musician, as was he named after a famous musician. And Amadeus Mozart is a famous musician, and Ludwig von Beethoven is a famous musician. But the reason he's called Tweety is because he's trying to pass himself off as an Aarakocra that just has some sort of skin condition that causes all his feathers to fall off, which I heard is actually possible. Okay, where was I? Corbana receives a hatchet from Mr. Beast. Wow, that's our second sponsor gift, and that's only night 3. We usually have a lot more, but then again, we have a lot more tributes. Mo sees a fire but stays hidden. Mitch bashes Amos' head against a rock several times, hiding him back. Mitch is the real Skull Crusher here. Jeez, Fabio defeats Bra in a fight, but spares his life. Good, because he's actually in the same district, same team or whatever. Ambrose is unable to convince Sombrero not to kill him. Great. So that means, it's time for the feast. Okay, the feast. Mo gathers as much food into a bag as she can before fleeing. Mitch severely slices Sombrero with a sword. I don't want to jinx it, but I think Mitch is gonna win. I better win. Amadeus decides not to go to the feast, and so does Fabio.
Corbana shoots an arrow into Tweety's head. Ooh. And then bruh accidentally steps on a landmine. A real bruh moment. Huh? Get it? Because his nickname was bruh? Yeah, I get it. Mitch kills Fabio as he tries to run. Amadeus receives medical supplies from Mr. Beast. And Corbana tends to Moe's wounds. What wounds? Like, they just get wounded left and right. Why? Okay. So 6 cannon shots can be heard. And that would be Amos, Ambrose, Sombrero, Tweety, Bruh, and Fabio. Oh, man. Let's proceed. Amadeus destroys Corbana's supplies while she is asleep. And Moe and Mitch tell stories about themselves to each other. Amadeus tries to spear fish with a trident. Mitch searches for a water source. Moe sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. And Corbana travels to higher ground. I don't know how to do this quietly. It's over and again. I have the high ground. You did it. Good job. Yay. But I don't know if anyone actually heard it. Oh well. Okay, no deaths today. Alright. Amadeus, Moe, Corbana sleep in shifts, and Mitch screams for help. No deaths. Oh, except for one, but I think the game makers are probably gonna get bored again. Corbana camouflages herself in the bushes. Mitch thinks about home. Moe discovers a river. And Amadeus dies from an infection. So Amadeus is dead. Yay. Okay, Mitch, Moe, and Corbana discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. I was supposed to read that. Oh, sorry. You can read the day time for day 7, and if there's not a night 7, then I'm sorry. So we're gonna have to whisper from here on out. Corbana and Moe hunt for other tributes. Weren't they just talking with each other last night? Whatever. Maybe they don't know everyone's dead already. Although they should be able to count. Whatever. Mitch makes a wooden spear. No cannon shots today. Corbana convinces Mitch to snuggle with her. That's funny because Mitch is snuggling with me right now. And Moe passes out from exhaustion. Get some rest, girl. You deserve it. Moe tries to spear fish with a trident. Mitch injures himself. And Corbana practices her archery. No cannon shots again. Hey, you said I could read the nights. Well, I'm trying to whisper like near the speakerphone or earphone or whatever this is, microphone, so that the people can hear me and I can't really see what's on the screen. Okay. Mitch falls into a pit and dies, and Corbana dies trying to escape the arena. Well, Sasha, I guess that Mitch didn't win. Well, at least we died together, right, Mitchie? Right. So that means Moe is the winner. Yep, should have known. She's from the Courier District. Alright. Everyone had 1 kill but Mitch. He had like 4. Alright. Mocha Shadowheart is unable to convince Amos not to kill her. Herbatha steps off her podium too soon and blows up. Mitch throws a knife and a spike the kid's chest. Ember kills Mary Jane with her own weapon. Okay, and then the arena event, which is the hurricane. Will, Hiroyoshi, Alva Maria, Sarulina,
Blind, Gurr, and Squeaky all die. Fabio kills Ember. Fabio pushes Stormbeard off a cliff during a knife fight. Mo kills Archibald while he is sleeping. Mitch bashes Amos' head, like I said, I can't really see, against a rock several times. Ambrose is unable to convince Sombrero not to kill him. Mitch severely slices Sombrero with a sword. Corbana shoots an arrow into Tweety's head. Bruh accidentally steps on a landmine at the feast. And then day 4, Mitch kills Fabio as he tries to run. Night 4 through night 5, nothing happens. Day 6, Amadeus dies from an infection. Night 6 through day 8, nothing happens, but night 8 and Mitch and Corbana die. So yeah, that's the Hunger Games. So goodbye, wonderful people. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and have a great day.